So, this is mixed market economics and the economic continuum. You got it. So on this side you got a command, and on this side you got a market. And by now you should know what a command and a market is. And in between there somewhere are most modern economies. So like if you were looking at Cuba, you would say to yourself, well, in Cuba, the government answers most of the economic questions. People get to decide some things, but not all things. And therefore, we would slide them over here next to the command market economy. But if you looked at the United States, you would say to yourself, United States, most people answer the economic questions for themselves. They can decide for themselves what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to distribute it to. And so we would put the United States over here. Depending on how those questions are answered and who answers those questions, government or consumers and producers, you know which side of this economic continuum to put a country. Now, the Soviet Union in 1917, after their revolution, they would have been all the way over here. But slowly over the years, all the way up until the 1990s, they moved closer and closer and closer over here. The United States, when it started in 1776, would have been completely market. But then just a few months later, it starts moving back this way. So depending on what point in time you are looking at, countries are going to change. So if I put Cuba here today, tomorrow they might have shifted over a little bit. And then the next day they might shift back over here a little bit. You've got to be real careful about how you evaluate that. Like you say, well, does the government own most of the businesses? They do. So I'm going to put it over here. But people get to decide what they're going to eat today. So that means they're going to be pushed over here a little bit. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Most modern economies are not pure command, and they're not pure market either. They're somewhere in between on this line that we call the economic continuum. If you need to pause the video to take these notes, that's everything that I just talked about. Congratulations, you're a little smarter.